Start streaming. And we're live. And watch her face anyway.
What we love about St. Andrews, not only the incredible pastors that we have here that are leading our faith journey, but it's the fact that all of the teachings are based on creating a relationship with God and not about religion. Additionally, we love the worship music that fills our souls through the week and the friendships that we've developed here. Diane just lit the Christ candle, reminding us that Christ is the light of the world. We welcome you to this Christmas Eve service. Merry Christmas.
It's the Tonight Service featuring St. Andrews. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Andrews Christmas Eve service, which we are calling the Tonight Service. Christmas is a meaningful and happy time of year. And so tonight, we're going to have some fun with the Tonight Show vibe as we remember our great story of faith. Help me welcome the Tonight Service band, the Reynolds, and lead pastor and Jimmy Fallon wannabe, Pastor John Fullerton.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, doesn't it feel good? It's a safe place to say Merry Christmas. They're not going to go, Merry Christmas to you. So, hey, we got a great service for you tonight. We have the St. Andrews Choir with us here tonight. We've got the Tonight Service band. What do we call them? The Sprouts? The Roots. They're here with us tonight. St. Andrews kids are going to be with us in just a little while. It's going to be awesome. And also, we have our special guests tonight are Mary and Joseph of Nazareth are going to be with us here. Hey, I've been looking around, and we're going to have some fun tonight. You heard Mullins. Hey, Mullins.
Hey, Pastor.
Okay, Mullins said we're going to have some fun tonight, and I was looking at around the Christmas presents that are popular this year. So looking around at popular Christmas presents here, and in the category of games, the most popular game of the year has to be, and I know it must be true because a couple of weeks ago we were in Target and we were looking for the game and it was completely sold out. It's the game Speak Out. Do you all know this game, Speak Out? You all know this game? Yeah. So the game is like this. You have to wear this mouth prop and it holds your mouth open like you see in the picture right there. And then you are given a card and you have to read what's on the card. And your teammates have to guess what you're reading. It's a really fun game. We play it at our house a lot of times, and we played it this past Thanksgiving. And Pastor Joy Lockridge, our associate pastor here, and her kids were with us. And one of her kids had the mouth prop on, and they got the card, Billy's Big Bass. Yeah. What did you say? What? Which was okay, because with the mouth prop on, it was really easy to wash your mouth out with soap. I think you cannot do that. This is a true story. My wife, Seal, she's had the mouth prop on, and she said, I just decided to take a drink. She said, I thought to myself, you don't need your lips to drink. Yeah.
Are you saying your wife has a drinking problem?
Well, yeah, she found out two things in that moment. You need your lips to swallow, and you need your lips to keep the water in. Hey, it's been a great year in the city of Dunedin. It's been a great year in the city of Dunedin. I'm really proud. I'm so glad that we live here. The city of Dunedin, the city staff, the city leaders, the mayor, county commissioners, all those folks, they have, I don't know if you know the story? They signed the contract with the Blue Jays for another 25 years in the city of Dunedin. Yeah. Very, very exciting. And I pray for the leaders all the time. And every now and then I'll text them. And Mayor Bajowski and I are friends, so I'll text Mayor Bajowski. And one time I texted her and said, doesn't it feel like you have this big victory? I mean, you get the Blue Jays thing, and then you get right back to work again, and you have these other problems in the city. And she goes, you have no idea, Pastor. This is a text conversation. You have no idea, Pastor. She said, right now, we are dealing with the medical marijuana and the parking meter controversy in the same meeting. I'm like, there is a joke there waiting to be told. And so I told my daughter's boyfriend, he said, don't worry about it, Pops, we can turn it into a church fundraiser. I said, what? He said, take a look, here it is. Take a church fundraiser.
Maybe the band knows what's so funny.
I don't get it either. So
maybe the routes know what's so funny.
Yeah, I don't get it. So, but so the new city manager, she's here tonight. The city manager Jennifer Ramley is here tonight with her family, right back here. Welcome her. And she wanted me to tell you that the last of the Hurricane Irma cleanup is going to take place just after the city crews remove all of the parking meters from downtown Dunedin. We have a great service for you tonight. Stand up on your feet. Want to sing some songs together right now? Give it up for the band.
Let me have
thank you, choir, thank you, band. It's awesome, great singing here tonight. Hey, I said earlier, we're going to have some fun tonight. Is that okay? We're going to have a little fun tonight? So, some of you, anybody ever played the game Mad Libs? Anybody ever played the game Mad Libs? Okay, we're going to play a game called Mad Lib Theater right now. So we're going to act out a Mad Lib, but you're going to help out with this, and to help us get you to help us out, help me welcome our Pastor Joy Lockridge, back, who's already dressed for her bit in the acting out part. So here she comes, Pastor Joy Lockridge, right here.
This is not my normal Christmas Eve get-up, but anyway, it's all for the fun tonight. So, okay, we are going to do a Mad Lib, and I am going to need some help from all of you, but I also need 2 volunteers. So, to have 2 people that are grown-ups that can come up and help me. Oh, Barry Dowdy, that's a good one there. Oh, Amanda Bowman, that'll work. I'll do these 2 right here in the front row, or the second row. All right. So, at the moment, I just need one of you to take one of these blue markers, and I'm going to ask the audience for some words, or kinds of words, and if you will fill in the blanks in large enough writing that Pastor John's old eyes can read it. Yeah, so right here, you're going to fill in the blanks. I need to be able to see that too, because I got to call out what I need. So, and then I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to try to hear from you and put down our responses. So, first of all, we need a woman's name.
Priscilla.
What? Dolly? What? Dolly? Dolly. I heard, okay, we'll go with Dolly. I don't know if that was what I said, but we'll go with Dolly. Okay. I need the name of someone's favorite teacher. Mr. Giggles. All right, we'll do Mr. Giggles. I can hear that. All right, and now, oh, Mr. Nichols. I thought she said Mr. Giggles. Okay, we need an exclamation, a church-appropriate exclamation. Wow! Wow! Hallelujah.
Wow, bless your heart.
Bless your heart. All right, bless your heart. I like it. I'm from the South. All right, next I'm going to need a number. Any number. Oh, man, I can't hear. I can't even hear. 7. I got 7. Okay, I got 7. All right. A store name. What did you say? Belts. Bells or belts?
Either one.
Okay, whatever. Belts. Okay. And a body part. Arm is the first thing I heard. Arm. Okay, I need a silly word. I want to get something from over here. A silly word this side.
Yeah! Super.
Jabberwocky. Okay. Next I need the name of a movie. Star Wars. It's got to be Star Wars. Okay. And a verb ending in ing. Jumping. I heard jumping loud and clear. We'll go with that. And an amount of distance. A marathon. A mile. Let's go with 1 mile. I heard a mile. Let's say a mile. Okay. The name of a country.
Australia.
like, it's hard for me here, and this might have, I need a famous quote from a movie.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Alright, life is like a box of chocolates. Life is like a box of chocolates, the quote from the movie. Okay, and I need another body part. Tibia. Cheeks? Cheeks. I like cheeks. Cheek. Just one cheek. One body part. Okay. The name of a children's song. Got two more. Name of a children's song. Okay, I heard Rudolph was one I could discern there. So Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All right, and the last one is an adjective. A describing word, yes.
Ugly.
Pasty? Pasty?
Pasty.
Messy.
Messy.
Messy. Okay. Messy. Messy. All right. Now, I'm going to ask you to watch this short video about lighting candles, because we're doing that at the end of the service, and then we'll be ready for the show. So take a look at the
My name
video.
is Tommy.
And I'm Eddie.
We're the Skit Guys with a very special Christmas message for you.
For centuries, Christmas was celebrated not as a single day, but as a whole season beginning on December 24th, Christmas Eve. I mean, it was a day celebrated with feasting and dancing and storytelling, and of course, candles lit to reflect the coming of the birth of Christ.
However, lighting that Christmas Eve candle can be a real booger.
No, we don't say boogers in church.
You just do.
I know I repeated you. I was just saying everybody knows how to light a Christmas Eve candle.
Well, not if they're like me. But that's not a problem anymore. Because with another candle and Santa's little helper, no problem.
Therefore, because of science, the candle will light.
Okay, this one's with breath. No, this one's round. No, I can. Let's do it.
Look, we need a flame, and it's called a flame thrower.
No. Have you ever lit a match before?
No, I'm sorry. I live in a house. We have this thing called electricity. We no longer chase odors with torches.
Be still.
I threw it in the house.
It's okay. I mean, it is the season of forgiveness. I mean, it is Christmas!
Using the lit candle, slowly unite the wicks until the flame transfers.
Thank you, Jacob Marley. And that is how you light a Christmas candle. Merry Christmas from our house to yours.
You need to stop, drop, and roll.
You need to quit telling me that.
You need to stop, drop, and roll.
You need to quit being a Christmas killjoy is what you need.
What? No!
Hello. I'm Detective Dolly. And you are?
Mr. Nichols.
You're here today under suspicion of second-degree robbery.
Bless your heart.
That's right. 7 presents were stolen from Belk's department store, and the crime scene has your arm prints all over it.
That's Jabberwocky.
Where were you on the night of Christmas Eve?
We were watching Star Wars.
Then why did the security camera footage show you jumping just 1 mile from the crime scene? All right.
I'm good.
I'm through playing games. Where are you from?
I'm from Croatia.
Just as I suspected. You know, one of the best parts of my my job is I get to lock up criminals like you, and then go home to my children with my pet emu. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Fine, I did it. I committed the robbery, but I only did it because I needed money to buy myself cheek implants.
My favorite song. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer you left, they never left for Rudolph, joining any reindeer game.
You'll have a messy voice. I love you.
The end.
The end. That song 12 Days of Christmas, right? You know that song 12 Days of Christmas? You know, a lot of people are like, what is that song all about? There's actually some teaching that's behind it. They say that it might have been to teach in the church about different things about the faith, like the partridge in the pear tree is about Jesus, and the two turtle doves, the two natures of Jesus, divine and human, and so on, like that. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to sing that song tonight. So we're going to sing that song tonight, but here's how we're going to do it. We are going to sing that song tonight, and here's how it's going to happen. All of us are going to sing the song, the line that says, "On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me, second day, so 30 days old." We'll all sing that main first line. And from that point on, the only other thing that you're going to sing is you're going to sing the line that's associated with your birth month. So, if you were born in January, you are going to sing the line, "A partridge in a pear tree." And only you will sing that line, "A partridge in a pear tree." So, you have to remember what your birth month is. If you were born in February, you will sing the line, and only that line, "Two turtle doves." So here's the thing. When you sing your line from your birth month, you have to stand up, sing your line, and sit right back down again, because the other group is going to sit up next. You do that next. Now, how many of you were born, who was born in the month of May? Hands up for the month of May. May, listen, we're counting on you, May. You got this big moment, May. I want to see big mouths and big arms going for May. So, all right, so here we go. You know what to do? Let's try it. On the first day of Christmas. January, you ready? January up. Back down. On the second day of Christmas. February, you ready? February. January.
my true love gave to me.
Swans are swimming. November and December, y'all get ready. Now everybody for the last few, when it gets to the 5 golden rings, everybody do it. Big hands and everything. Everybody do 5 golden rings, okay? Not just April. Ready?
On the day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. 11 pipers piping fast, lords a leaping, ladies dancing, maids a milking fast, swans a swimming, geese a laying. December. 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers
to say that with the rapid changes in technology in our world, things that we just used to dream about have become realities in our world. And I'm so excited about our guests tonight because with the advance of technology, we have brought them through time to be with us today. So help me welcome from the first century village of Nazareth, Mary and Joseph, right here with us tonight. Come on. Believe that I'm here with the parents of Jesus. Well, sort of Joseph, but the parents of Jesus. And I know you've been here for about a week now, and I really like the clothing choices and the sort of the ancient modern thing that you've got going here. Really like that groove going. So
Comfortable.
Yeah, I'm glad. And welcome to 2017. What do you think? What do you think of the world?
Well, at first I have to say thank you, Pastor, for having us. And thank you to all of you for believing in my son and making him known in your community. I just love him so much.
Oh, nice.
It's just so wonderful to see that millions in this world believe in him still. That's you guys. And, well, your question was, have things changed? Yes, quite a bit. But Joseph and I are adjusting as well as can be.
Well, that's fantastic. So tell me about some of the things that you have noticed, or some of the biggest changes that you've noticed.
Well, you mean besides books, television, computers, smartphones, air and space travel, cars, railroads, new political systems, world wars, threats of nuclear destruction, population explosion, climate change, and in the Black Plague?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, not much, really.
Yeah? Not much?
Yeah. Well, in a certain way, I really do mean that.
You mean that?
I do. People still are the same. We still have the same longings. We still want to be loved and to love. We still care about our families. And we want the world around us to be better because we're a part of it.
Yes, we do. Well, you are so amazing. I can see why God chose you for that special mission. I can see exactly why. And Joseph, I mean, what was it like for you to raise Jesus, the Son of God?
Pastor, he doesn't talk much.
Oh, okay.
You may have noticed that there are no words from Joseph in the Bible.
That's right.
Yeah, he was faithful and obedient to God, and I love that. But he's a man of few words. Still, it's really great that Jesus had friends over. There'd be a little talking in our house.
Oh, okay. I understand. So let's change the subject then. Let's take us back to that night, the night that we are here celebrating on this night, the night when Jesus was born. What was that like?
Well, we were traveling from where we were living in Nazareth to Bethlehem because there was a census being taken in the land. And you had to go to your husband's ancestral home to register. Bethlehem was Joseph's roots. So, by the way, I love how you guys do it now.
What? Do what?
Oh, the census. You have people taking it to the homes. It's just so nice.
Okay,
Back
good.
then it was different.
Okay,
Back then we had to
good.
do a lot of traveling on donkeys. So, but anyway, the most important part. While we were in Bethlehem, it was time to give birth to the baby that God had placed in me, my sweet little boy.
Do you know what? We have a clip from that. Yeah, look. It's a movie that was made. Take a look. Take a look. Joseph, you changed it a little bit. Yeah. But anyway, before that moment, there was a problem when you got to Bethlehem, wasn't there? And it wasn't parking meter paid. There was no parking meter problems there. There was another problem in Bethlehem. You heard about that, yeah. So this was a where to stay problem.
Yes, because it was so crowded with people coming back for the census and everything, we ended up staying in a cave near a nearby shepherd's field. In fact, we didn't have a crib for Jesus when he was born. We had an animal feeding trough.
Like the manger.
And that's where they kept the animals.
Yeah.
And yes, the manger.
Yeah.
And the cows and sheep didn't seem to mind that we borrowed their manger, so they made a little room for us.
Oh, they made a little room for you. There was room at the end. I get that. See what you're doing there. So good on the cows and the sheep.
Yes.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy had come to make you new? That this boy that you delivered would soon deliver you? Mary, did you know?
Oh, wow, that was beautifully said.
Thank you. I just made that up. No, I did not make that up. That is a song that we sing in our era now. That is a song. I did trick you there. So, and besides, but did you know? Did you all know?
Yes, Joseph and I both knew up front that Jesus was the one that our people were waiting for. He was the great I am, Emmanuel, God with us. And we knew this because God told us both in different ways, but undeniable ways.
Did you know that he would become the central figure in the entire human race?
I am not surprised. Joseph and I may have been from a small corner of the Roman Empire, and we're both simple people, but I am not at all surprised that Jesus changed the planet forever. You heard the stories about him, right?
Have I heard the stories about him?
Have you?
Everybody has heard the stories about him.
It's out.
In fact, I don't know if you know, the stories were written about your son were written down in a best-selling book of all time. You can get this book on Amazon.com. Can we get a close-up of this? Yeah, right here, Amazon.com, right here, the book, the Bible. Yeah. How about that?
And you all have
Yes, they all have it.
I love that. Well, I hope everyone knows that more than anything else, his is a message of love. God's great love for you, Pastor, and for all of these people in the entire world. He loves you.
Well, you know, not everybody remembers that, but the other thing that has happened is we've written songs about that. The songs that tell the story of the love of Jesus, and they're songs about your son. And right now we're going to hear one of those songs about your son. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, we have had with us tonight Mary and Joseph Nazareth. Give it up for them. Thank you very much.
Loving kind of love divine, stars in the
morning we want to do something that is going to help the mission of God in this world, in this community, and that is to take up an evening offering. I just want you to know this, that don't feel compelled to give as you are led to, give cheerfully, but know that what you give this night does make a difference in this kingdom that God has brought into this world. And so we encourage you to give as you are able, give as you are led, to give generously, give cheerfully. And before we do that, I want to ask Pastor Joy, who doesn't look the same right now, to pray with us.
Let's pray together. Almighty God, it is such a joy to be able to gather here tonight and to laugh and to celebrate and to sing and to tell the story again of what you have done and coming to us in flesh and in the person of Jesus Christ. And we are so thankful that we can see what you have done and for all that it means for us, for the way that this event has changed the world and has changed our lives. And we are also grateful that we get to be part of your mission in this world, that we get to be the bearers of the good news that you have given to us, and we get to do acts and works of love, and we get to tell about what you have done in Jesus Christ, and we just get to be part of it, and it's such an amazing privilege. And so even tonight, as we bring these gifts and these offerings, we're excited and thrilled to do that because it is the part that we get to play, that you have called us and given us to play, and participating in this mission, participating in this work to heal and to redeem and restore the world and our lives and the lives of the people in this community and around us. So accept these gifts from us with gratitude, our gratitude, and our praise. And we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen to that? Amen to that? Yeah. Hey, I wanted to talk with you for a few minutes about really what About This Night is all about. And I've been thinking a lot about this season, especially as you look around at the world, and I'm sure if you've been like me, you've been really busy during the season and distracted during the season. And I'm thinking a lot about the fact that what we have in our culture around Christmas is there's a lot of activities, and maybe you've experienced that as well. You've got maybe the shopping, or maybe the parties at work, or the tree and the activities for the kids. It seems like every day there's more and more things, and every year there seems to be more and more things to do during this season of the year. There's a lot of energy and a lot of focus and a lot of attention goes into what culture has created around this thing called Christmas. And then there's this story, and it's this story. If you can see right here, this is a manger right here. It's the story that the kids sing about with the manger. There's the original story of Christmas, and I'm aware that even if we are paying attention to this story, it's easy to miss the depth of the story, because if we focus just on the cute little baby, or if we focus on the cute cuddly sheep as part of the shepherds in that scene, and we focus on some of these other things, we lose sight of the magnitude of what God has done for us, for our salvation, for our lives, for this world. We lose sight of the magnitude if we take our eyes off of it for too long. And so part of what I've been thinking about is just the amount of energy and attention that goes into cultural Christmas, and the amount of energy and attention that goes into the original Christmas. And tonight, you are here because you know that there is this original Christmas story. You know that there is this story that happened. We got to see a little bit of it talked about with Mary and Joseph. There's this original story that happened, and it has affected human lives, and it has affected this planet, and it has affected your life. I hope it has affected your life. I hope that's why you're here tonight, because there's something inside of you that says, this resonates with me as true, as the story. And so what I want to do tonight is I want to just remind you of what that story is. The basic story as told by a man named Luke, who wrote the story of Jesus, and he began his story of Jesus by giving a couple stories about some births, one of which was the birth of Jesus. And so you heard a little bit of it with Mary and Joseph, but now take a look at from Luke chapter 2, the Gospel of Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through 7. In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria, and everyone went to their own town to register. And so Joseph and Mary also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and the line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born. And she gave birth to her
firstborn, a son.
Is it there? Firstborn son. It's on the screen. I'm sorry. It's not on the screen over here. And she wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there was no guest room available for them. That's the story. That's what we are gathered around this night. All that happened on that night. All that happened on that night that has affected generation after generation after decades and decades and millennial now of people's lives, this planet's life. And my hope for us in the next 24 hours, as we move out of this place, as we move into the rest of Christmas Eve, and whatever that holds for you, and as we move into Christmas morning and Christmas Day, my hope for you is that all of that energy and all of that attention that has been focused on cultural Christmas, you want to call that cultural Christmas, that you will find a way to shift your attention and to shift some of that energy and shift that focus to the original story, to this story, what God was doing in becoming flesh and blood and living among us. Because this child would grow up, and this child would do things around him. He would heal the people. He would teach the people. He would ultimately, we prayed about this before we came out here today, he would ultimately die to take on the sins of the world, so that you and I would be liberated from them, and we can have freedom in our own lives, in our own hearts, in our lives. Know that there is an eternity for us that has been prepared for us because this happened. There's a couple of weeks ago, the band and I were talking about some things, and I said, I can't remember the quote. I think it was C.S. Lewis. I'm going to show it to you in just a moment, but I think it was C.S. Lewis, who said that what was inside of the manger was infinitely larger than what was outside of the manger. but I don't remember who the quote was. And a couple of days later, one of them sent me an email back and said, I found the quote. And indeed, it was C.S. Lewis. Many of you know that C.S. Lewis was an Oxford scholar, and he wrote the Chronicles of Narnia. If you've seen The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, you know that that's the story. The story writer is C.S. Lewis. Well, another one of that series about the mythical place called Narnia was one called the Last Battle. And Queen Lucy in that story said this. When she was talking about one person was talking about a birth. She said, once in our world, she's from our world, in our world too, a stable had something in it that was bigger than the whole world. And I want to leave you with that thought tonight. That what this night is about, and what this manger is about, and what happened in that stable, and what happened when Mary and Joseph gave birth, what happened in that moment was bigger than the entire world. Because God became what he was not before in that moment. And God was there in that moment. And God is here in this moment as well. And I hope that you just spend some time over the next 24 hours thinking about that reality. That God has come to this world in flesh and blood. So here's what I want to do. We're going to do something right now. It's been a tradition in our church for years and years and years. And what we're going to do, you'll need your candle and you'll need your bulletin. And so I'm going to ask Pastor Joy to come out as well. She's got a candle right here. And what's going to happen right now is this. In just a moment, we're going to begin singing the words to Silent Night that are on the inside of your bulletin. Pastor Joy's going to light my candle from the Christ candle. The ushers are going to come forward and going to light their candle, and they're going to begin lighting your candle. Now, you saw the video earlier, right? Yeah, right? So, lit candles always stay upright. Lit candles stay upright, okay? What's going to happen is we're going to start singing Silent Night. And as we are singing, we're going to start going out of the church. And we're going to gather up at the foot of the stairs. And there might be a white Christmas outside for you as that happens. So, grab your candles, grab your stuff. We're going to be leaving the church here. Ushers, come forward and let's start lighting some candles. Where do they go? Well,
Silent
walk down the stairs without the wide advice, but you know, if you can see the steps, go for it. That's what I thought.
Merry Christmas.
I'm